Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Harry Bash tournament. I almost said Daily Masters, but it is Harry Bash number 2 for the year. It is, of course, the second of 6 Harry Bash tournaments, culminating in the Harry Smash, which will happen December or January or something. That's going to be huge. This is already huge. Let's start off by introducing the players. This is the first of 4 quarterfinals, which I will be casting. Every game is a best of 3, except for the grand final, which is a best of 5. So, anyway, moving on, let's cast the game. So, up the top side of the map is going to be Petraeus. He is playing under another account called Temujin. I think they may have moved on to the Korean server or something. There's a whole bunch of players in this tournament. Jumped onto the South Korean server because it was better for their ping, something like that. I don't know. But this is Petraeus. He is, of course, the winner of Harry Bash number 1. That was a fantastic series of games he played, and in this one, he's getting straight back into it, doing some awesome stuff as a Zerg player, going for a pull before hatch. So a very interesting approach, and his opponent is going to be Mr. ProzeR. I haven't seen too much of ProzeR before. I can't remember if I cast a game of him last time. I'll have a look. I don't think he made it to the quarterfinals. I can't remember if he was even in the tournament last time, but we have not cast him, but he is a pretty awesome player, nonetheless. And yes, so, sorry, I forgot to introduce the clans and stuff. Petraeus is from New Zealand, plays for Root Gaming, and he's actually in the US at the moment, in the Root Gaming house. They're actually chatting about it in the chat, but I cut off most of that because I started the game late. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. And ProzeR is from the Philippines and plays for the Miraculous Gaming team. Now, they've both been through a bit of a... They've both killed some players to get to this point, let's put it like that. Petraeus killed a player called Snexwang, S-N-E-X-Wang, who I'm not too familiar with, I can't say, but yeah, totally beat him to get in here. It's 2-0, and ProzeR actually defeated Hearts 2-1 in the round of 16 to get to this point, and Hearts, of course, was in Harry Bash 1, and I think he made it all the way to the semi-finals. I'll just double check that for you. Because, yes, Hearts was knocked out. I think he's, I can't remember where he's actually knocked out from, because I haven't kept track of that. But, yes, he definitely made it, no, he made it to the quarterfinals. He got knocked out by Blisk. So, that was where Hearts came in, and very awesome play, obviously. So, yes, ProzeR beating Hearts in the round of 16. Definitely, it's definitely a tough player to beat. So, congratulations to him, but going up against Petraeus, the previous winner of the tournament, is the reigning champion, I suppose you could say, is always tough in the quarterfinals. It's always tough. So, yeah, you're going to be seeing exactly how ProzeR handles it. He's got a Stargate coming out very, very quickly. He's got double gas on the main, and it looks like he's going to be trying to do some early Oracle pressure, would be my guess. He's got a nice gate set up here, so he's going to be dealing with Petraeus' Ling pressure very nicely, and we do know that Petraeus loves to use his Lings. He can, of course, use anything he wants, but I seem to remember him being a fan of Lings. There he goes. Sentry having to pull away. The Lings are going to get owned over there, and he's just going to leave the Sentry there because, yeah, those Lings could come back at any time, but right now they're happy just to be there scouting what's going on. Did he see that Phoenix coming out? I'm not sure how sharp his eyes are, but he's close enough to see what comes out of that building. So, seeing the fact that a Phoenix came out as opposed to an Oracle, that would be something that he'd be very, very interested in. So, he's actually going for a Roach Warren. And yeah, over here, not too much going on. We've got a Roach Warren, we've got a Spore Crawler. So he knows the Stargate is coming on, so Spore Crawler, very, very nice idea. He's got another one coming out over there. Not fully covering the left side gas though, but it's hard to cover absolutely everything. In fact, I think it's impossible to cover everything with a single Spore Crawler. So you just have to do the best you can. Third base coming down, not extremely fast, but still a very, very nice time on that. And the Phoenix are coming out. 2 Phoenix, if there's any doubt in Petraeus' mind as to what was coming out, these Phoenix have solidified it. Ling's coming in again, but no, they're not going to be able to do anything here. They could maybe suicide, try and kill the Stargate, but I don't think it's going to happen. All ProzeR would have to do would be to warp in a couple more sentries or a Zealot or a Stalker or something like that, and he would just own everything. So Very, very nice here. And Petraeus is going to need something a little bit more heavier, which is, of course, what the Roach Warren is designed for. So there we go. We got the second Spore Crawler. So he's going to have a very nice coverage of both of his gas geysers, just in case the Phoenix come in. So we got 3 Phoenix coming in. They might be able to kill the Queen, but it depends how good the micro of ProzeR is. I think Petraeus is, sorry. I think he should be able to save the Queen. There he goes. Queen's moving right over there. So he knows something's coming. Queen's moving right over to the Spore Crawlers. Very, very nice play there. Of course, when it's right next to the Spore Crawlers, it's very, very hard to lift that Queen up and kill it, because it takes so much to actually kill a Queen in terms of damage. And you do not want to be doing that much damage when you're being hit by Spore Crawlers. It's not fun. So here we go. Phoenix coming in, attacking the Overlords, getting a nice bit of Overlord kills, but I think most of the Overlords have been pulled back into the safety of the Spore Crawlers. And yeah, here we go. Ling's coming on in. And really, both players are tucked up very, very nicely as far as as far as the defenses are concerned anyway. It's basically very, very defensively playing so far. Now, Petraeus starting to get some roaches out now, starting to get a lot of roaches. ProzeR, meanwhile, is going for the Colossi, which would be pretty good versus roaches, pretty good versus lings. Of course, he does need something to sort of bulk out in front of them, but so far it's pretty good. He's got a photon cannon behind 2 gateways. That's going to be good to deal with the lings. Not so good dealing with the roaches, though. The roaches will be able to absolutely maul this base apart without too much energy. And let's hope that ProzeR actually has something, because right now I don't see too many army units. I see a lot of tech. I see a lot of high-tech units like Phoenix and Colossus. I don't see a lot of Zealots and Stalkers. I don't see a lot of hope of actually pushing back these roaches unless the Phoenix go nuts on them. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. Look how many roaches are coming in, man. That's insane. Petraeus has gone absolutely bonkers on the roach count, and ProzeR is in so much trouble. Not least the fact that he just got supply capped. I think Petraeus just absolutely owned him in 2 seconds flat, and there's absolutely nothing that ProzeR can do about it. He was not prepared for this intensity of roach play. He just had no hope of holding that off. He's trying to hold this off, but the roach is getting through the gap, chasing the Colossus, and there's no hope. He could have like 3 or 4 Colossus at this point. I don't think he'd have any chance, because there's just too many roaches, man. ProzeR just had no plan for that many roaches. Absolutely no plan. And this game has all the hallmarks of a steamroll. And there it is. There's the first GG from ProzeR. And Petraeus won the previous tournament, and it looks like there's no chance at all that he's not getting to the semi-finals of the second. I think he's just going to steamroll this right now. And ProzeR, for all that he is a fantastic player, it's Petraeus, man. That's all you need to say. It's Petraeus. He is going to get to that semi-final and potentially the grand final after that, and potentially the win after that, because we know he can do it. So anyway, that's been that game. It was awesome. And thank you very much for watching. We'll go on to the second game. Maybe ProzeR can take one back. Maybe Petraeus is just going to steamroll him into the ground and take this out 2-0. We're going to find out tomorrow when I cast the next game. So stay tuned for that. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.